Good morning. 5:05 local time, April 1st. This is not a joke. We have 25 minutes until the market opens. And before we start seeing some levels here, I'm on the monthly chart up here on SPY and Qs. So now that the month has ended, I like to see where, or at least what the monthly candle looks like before I proceed with making my decisions. So a really obvious area for to buy the market long on pretty much anything. This is a monthly chart. You can see this long wick down that got bought right back up. This was back in April of last year. Lots of volume. So this monthly candle showed some selling pressure, got bought back up. You could have bought pretty much anything and it would have rode up nicely. So just looking at this monthly candle here, we do have a lot of volume. It's a rather bearish candle than a bullish candle. So we'll see what price wants to do with today's price action. So area of support here, I'm just going to draw the low of this or the close of this monthly candle here. So let's get started with that. So that's about 650.12, and then area of support here, resistance. I'm gonna put 668, and we can play with that as well to see if that level's good. So we'll adjust that as needed here. So let's go to the Qs now. My mic makes me sound like I'm in a cave. I think I just need a better mic. Okay, so looking at the Qs here. Qs had a bit of another red month, of course. Kind of a indecision candle almost. So I think obvious area of support. Again, we're just going to do the same exact low of the close of last month's candle, 577. Area of support, and then area of resistance. We're going to mark 595. We're just going off this wick right here. Nice opening touch right here. So again, we can adjust that once we go to the weekly and daily. You can see here on the RSI, the market, at least on the Qs, is considered slightly undersold, or not overbought, at least not yet. So Qs, SPY. All right, let's see. Drawing some levels here. Apple, monthly chart of Apple. Gonna draw some lines here. Area of support that I'm going to draw is 245. Area of resistance here. We'll just do the top of that candle of March, and 264. Nvidia, bit of an indecision candle, lots of volume here, so much volume. Can't break out of this range yet. Nvidia does not want to go down with the market, that is for sure. The buyers have really been able to hold this price up. So area of support here that I'm going to draw quite a few touch points around this 169, 170 level. So we'll do 170 here. Area of resistance here marking 187. It's a bit of a stretch, but again, we can adjust as needed. PLTR, making a bit of a head and shoulders per se. There's a shoulder, there's a head, maybe a shoulder down here, but that's I doubt PLTR is going to come back all the way down to the 80s, 70s, but you never know. All right, let's get this box going. Kind of been going sideways here. Area of resistance that I'm going to draw pretty close to where the price is, 150. 150 is a good psychological level as well. 150.63. Area of support 134. Google. Let's see, 3 minute. Area of support on Google here. Let's do I'm gonna do 279, 280. There's a couple touch points in October, November for that, which is good for me. Area of resistance here. Had a couple test points in December, February as well. So resistance being 302, 300 is a good number as well to see some price action, some bouncing probably. Slide that all the way over. Okay, AMD, get the box going there. AMD, a lot of support hanging around, say around $199 or $200. Essentially, 200's a good psychological number. Doesn't want to lose that 200. Area of resistance 216. Amazon monthly chart here. Had a couple bounce points at 201. Area of resistance I'm drawing is 217. Do that. MU had a pretty big week. 1 billion shares traded last month. That's a lot. Let's see. Not much to work with on the monthly chart here, so we'll adjust this as needed. Low being 315. We'll just go off the monthly low or monthly close. So 335. And then 403. Area of support and resistance. I don't even think it moves that much on the daily right now. So SNDK. Again, not much to work with here. Let's go to the daily. Let's go back to the daily on MU. See what we have going. So where we marked for support here is I think is a good area. And then resistance. Can bring this down a little bit. There's lots of liquidity happening around that level of resistance. So once we zoom in here, we got a lot of bounce points here around 367. So I think that's a good area of resistance to see if price can gravitate towards. Again, that's very far away, but never know. SanDisk here. SanDisk kind of back in this little sideways range. So area of resistance I'm drawing 666. And then area of support 574. Tesla. Let's get back to that monthly here. Tesla, I've just been kind of hanging around this strong area support. Pretty much where the price is currently at. So area of support here, I'm just going to draw the low of last month's candle being about 353 it looks like. Actually, we're going to do just a monthly, there we go. So the low I'm drawing, or area support, is the close of last month's candle being 367, area of support being there, and then area of resistance being 390. So to me that's good. That looks good. Okay. Let's see, where's Meta? Not much really going on with Meta. NBIS is interesting, actually. I like NBIS for potential short, potential long. Maybe you can see we had clear area of liquidity going right here, and then when it did try to move up, lots of volume got bought up, sold off. So area of obvious resistance for me is 108, and then area of support here, see price gravitate toward 95 maybe. So NBIS is definitely something I'd like to watch. SMCI, nothing. ES, so this is futures. Trying to dabble in futures a little more. Okay, let's see. So we've engulfed the weekly there. Let's go back to that monthly. See what the month look like. So area of support here I'm drawing is the low, or the close of March's candle here. So 65.77. That's going to be a pretty clear area, obvious area of potential price action here. NQ. I'm just throwing up these features on my other chart. Did we draw that box? Was that ES? Oh, okay. Let's go to the micros, MES. That's better. Okay, so MES is micro contracts of ES, so you get much smaller share size on MES compared to ES. MES is just a micro version of ES, so you just get smaller shares, smaller share sizes. It's not shares, but contracts. Okay, MES, we're good there. Let's look at MNQ. Gonna get the box going there. So area of support 23,991. Area of resistance, hard to judge based off of this here. So we're just going off kind of the wick there. This little baby wick. Pretty close to where the price is. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see what price does around there. Okay, let's see. Microsoft has been a pretty decent trader as of lately. What are we looking at? Is this the monthly? No, it's the daily. Let's look at the monthly here. So the monthly chart of last month bounced off a significant area of support. Get rid of these old lines. These are so old. Bounced off a significant area of support here around this 350, 345 area. You can see as stock was consolidating here before it made another leg up. So we can just draw something there. We'll go off of the low of the last month candle. And the high. Let's see. Probably bring that down a little bit. Got some support right there. Okay. Okay, we got a bunch of levels drawn up here. Just looking at some of these other random tickers. Is this the monthly? No, daily. You guys been gapping down. Nirvana, nothing. Okay. And penny stock. CYCN. Oh, look at this stock. 97 million shares traded. We go to the 1 minute here. I don't know anything about this company. It's just on the scanner here. It's up 200%. Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta be careful with these low float stocks. You can get a massive share size. If it goes in your favor, it's great, but if it doesn't, you can get squeezed and it can be bad. Sometimes stocks have so much volatility that they get halted if they move in a direction so fast. So if I can remember, we'll keep an eye out on this stock just to show you guys what a halt looks like. It's like when there's so much buying or so much selling going on that the stock will literally freeze, and it'll freeze for like 5 minutes and it comes to a halt. And as soon as it resumes, it may just jump up again aggressively. It may sell off aggressively. But when it starts getting halted, it's really hard to get your orders filled. Now this thing has some volume. Yeah, that thing's been moving. Alright, let's add, I'm going to add the pivot points back to my 1 minute chart here. I just take them off to chart my support and resistance, to drop my support and resistance. So. Okay. Just looking at the daily ranges here. So new month. So SPY is going to be opening up around R3, give or take. So see what price action does there. Q's opening up around R3 as well. So we'll see what price does there. Let's see where all the other stocks are. Apple in the middle here of R3. Let's make sure that's a 2 minute chart. Okay. Nvidia near R3 as well. PLTR made its way back down into the R3 range. Google, everybody's just kind of floating. These are really wide pivots, so it's going to be called like an inside day. If these pivots were really shrunk up, like really tight, you would see price potentially break out to the upside or downside. But with some of these pivot ranges being extremely wide like this, a lot of times stocks are just going to play in between these ranges. So just thumbing through the stocks here. SanDisk is at a pretty interesting spot between R3 and R4. It'd be interesting to see what it does at R4. Then we have NBIS, R4 as well is what I'm interested in. Alright, market opens here in 15 seconds. Let's go to options. market's open. Let's make sure ping's good. Ping's a little high. And it's getting really high now, so let's fix that. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. So switch quote server, that usually fixes it. Okay, coming back to a normal range. If you ever want to see good price action, just go to NVIDIA. The tape should be looking like this. Should be looking very speedy. NBIS's ladder looks very bullish. Lots of big orders to the top side. That was a good opening range break there above R3. Whew, excuse me. Okay, connection's good. Liquidity on NBIS is not that good. Well, let's go with that one stock. CYCN. I don't know, the connection seems poor. Yeah. Does this stock have so much liquidity my computer can't keep up or what? Yeah, ping's super high. Let's go to NVIDIA. Yeah. A little funky. Let's change servers here. See, it seems to be good now. I mean, there's no reason my computer, this is a brand new computer, should be able to process that data. Okay, SanDisk has made its way up to our level. Zoom in, zoom in. See what this price action does on SanDisk. Go to the options. squeezing up, showed some resistance here. Let's see how this price action plays out on SanDisk. Lots of liquidity up here. You can see the volume. Looks very strong. It's trying to break out of this R4 level. Pulling back a little bit. Make sure our ping's good. Ping's good. Okay. Price action on SanDisk is not the best, so I have to really rely on the volume. Volume's really dried up here as we've made our way up. 2 minute, 3 minute are very strong candles, so I don't want to short it just yet. I need more confirmation. There's lots of liquidity happening at that 670 level. Look at that volume drop off. Let's see if it's going to keep pushing here. Lots of liquidity happening at this 670 level. Seems to really be struggling here. Decent volume. Let's see. I tend to do much better trading after 15 minutes, so we're not quite at 15. So I don't want to rush this unless it's very obvious to me. Let's go to SNDK. So it's considered overbought conditions as of right now. Doesn't mean short it yet. AMD looks interesting. Look at AMD. Might have missed it. Let's see if this is going to break out here. Still squeezing up here, SNDK is. I have my eye on AMD. AMD's looking actually weak. Or maybe potential pullback. April 2nd. There's lots of volume up here. A little late to the party here. I took one contract, long puts. Very late to the party. It would have been nice to get up a little higher, but seeing if this is going to retrace here. So just one contract, seeing where this goes. About to test VWAP here. I like to see it get to R4 before I close my position. I think that'll be my target. Got in way later than I would have liked, but the price action seemed good. I was really struggling to get up over this R5 level, so it's moving in my favor nicely, very quickly too. "15-minute candle on Qs and SPY. Our shooting stars bought up, sold off. If they can close below R3, this could be a nice fader with this one contract with AMD. So might hold this past R4 depending. We'll see what the price action dictates. So I got in probably around 209.5. It would have been good to be in around the pivot level, 210, but a little late. We're looking good so far. 2-minute candle, 3-minute candle, big red candles with good volume, below VWAP. So to me, this is good to hold for right now. Don't want to close my contract yet. Let's see if this is going to move to at least R4. I like to see it test R4 before I consider closing my one contract. So, very small position here. The reason my share size is only one contract rather than like 2 contracts or more is my entry point. If I would have got in higher or towards the top of this range, I would have had a much better risk to reward, so I could have increased my contract size. but due to me getting in later than I would have liked, I'm going to keep it small as the risk to reward is not as ideal. So Qs are still above R3, whereas SPY's just floating below R3 here now. So see if this can squeeze down, at least make a double bottom, the Qs and SPY. Test the low of today, or excuse me, the opening range. Because if it can, I think AMD will test R4 here. Hugging VWAP nicely here. I think I'm gonna add a contract. Let's see if it's gonna push above this VWAP here. Doesn't seem like it. We have one more contract here. We added one contract. Seeing if we can make a squeeze to R4. Let's look at AMD on the conditions here. We're not considered oversold yet. I'm going to hold this until we get to the 30 level. So it looks like we're moving in our favor right now. So we're still in position. I want to see this yellow line get near the 30 level before I close my position. So we added to our contract right in here. We're testing R3 now, or R4, excuse me. We aren't considered oversold just yet, so I want to see if this guy can make it there. Big bidder trying to liquidate their position here. You can see the pink on the tape. Again, we're not considered oversold yet. I want to see it get down to here before I close my position. Gonna try to maximize the profits here. Right now, I realized only $32. So not a lot. Trying to pull back here. Unrealized $2. Testing VWAP right now. It's definitely, tape seems to be, well, there's some buying and selling going on. There's Bulls and Bears duking it out. So I think this is where it gets confusing to me a little bit, adding to your position on contracts here. Okay, yeah, so slightly red on the day right now. Seems like it wants to squeeze. So pretty much tested R4. I should have took my profit there, but we're still in this. We're pulling back up as volume's decreasing, so that's to me bearish price action, but seems like it wants to squeeze up. So adding to my position there was good, and then liquidating my position for the quick push to R4. That's what I said my target would be. It was R4. I didn't do that. I didn't respect that. So now we're red on the position right now. Just a couple bucks, but that's what you don't want to do. Turn a winner into a loser. That's not good. So where we added to our position really skews our risk to reward. It's moving up here. You may want to just get out here. It's at a pretty high liquidity area. Let's see if it's going to push above this level here. Spying cues. Just in a range right now. So we're still in the position here. It's not looking too good as of right now. Still in our position here. The ladder looks more bullish. On AMD here. Decent orders up to 212. 215. It's a ways up, but doesn't mean it can't get there. This isn't looking too sweet for me. volume's picking up here. Let's see, are we gonna squeeze up from here? Or are we gonna move back down to R4? Definitely was lack of interest up here. So we'll see if the bulls try to get it back up there and see if more bulls want to hop in, or if we can move back down into our favor. Right now down $28 it says. Okay, looks like it's squeezing here. Big bar, yeah, that ladder's very bullish. I'm all out with that one, so 0 for 1, 84. So I should have just had my one contract and partial out at the R4 we got there. So don't do what I just did. And if you are, and I add to my position, I had the opportunity again to even put a little more money in my pocket, and I gave that back. So you gotta remember that. Keep that in mind. All right, let's thumb through these stocks. Is there anybody moving? Everybody's just sideways. Just looking for anybody who has some good extension. Google's been rallying really nicely here. Just making a head and shoulders. Amazon dipped down. MU grinding. SNDK. SNDK is getting interesting. It's moving up nicely. And BIS. Okay, price action seems fine on this little cheap stock. Let's go to SanDisk, SNDK. That one looks interesting. Volume's very average right now, though. I need to see if I were to take a position on SNDK. I really need to see some exhaustion volume, lots of volume like this, or I need to see lots of very low volume or participation that look like this before I consider taking any position here on SNDK. Trend is still very much up. Bit of an indecision candle here, but the volume is very average to me. So it's no position to short it just yet. Just adding the ATR here. Ooh, not ATR. I wanted a. That's not what I wanted. The RSI. That's what I wanted. Relative Strength Index. Okay, there we go. Alright, moving up to R5 here. SanDisk is up $47. What's the ATR, the average true range on SanDisk? Daily ATR is around $60. So what's the low? $60. So 645. So around $700. Damn. Yeah. Is that what it was? Let's see. Yeah, $60. Yeah, so around $695. So be interesting to see price get around $690, $695. Because then we're really near the average true range of SNDK, and then it can be a good potential pullback. No signal for me just yet here. Still very bullish. Price is still moving up. Yeah, it'd be crazy if this skyrocketed to $700. We'd be very much near ATR. At that point, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw lots of, like a big 1 minute candle, lots of liquidity if it were to make it to 7, and then a pullback would happen for sure. How big of a pullback, don't know, but to me it'd be guaranteed money. So you can see we're hugging this RSI, considered overbought conditions, but we're still grinding higher. The final confirmation is volume. I need the volume to let me know what the stock wants to do. It's testing R5 now, though, so see what this price action tells us. Volume's increasing as we're moving up. 3 minute just closed, and volume's increasing. Big green candle. Show you guys AMD here. AMD showing some clear resistance at R5, testing it multiple times. Can't break above it just yet. So watching SNDK, man, this thing might go to 700. This thing is rallying strong. This is good. This is good for me, because if I can time my entry right, we can get a nice pullback. Again, 700, we're getting near the ATR. It was 60, really it's 640 to 70, so maybe 700, 705. We'll see what price action does around there. Still squeezing up, holy crap. Getting real close to testing R6 here. Volume's still picking up nicely. This is very bullish. This is on its rocket ship right now. See what happens at this 700. Let's see if it's going to squeeze up to it. Volume still increasing. Not gonna rush this one, guys. We have to wait. Still, I mean, it's really good volume, pretty average from the opening. It may pull back right here. May have missed it. That's okay if we did. I'm not gonna force anything. But I think it's gonna test the 700. I mean, at this point, why not test 700? Spine cues. Not much going on. May have hit the peak here, guys. We'll see. This needs to be obvious for me to take this trade. I need to be more picky. I need it to just be obvious. AMD was obvious for that move and we didn't manage it properly. So if this one works out, we are going to manage it properly. Looks like it's trying to move up here. Still have my eye on spine cues. SPY looks rather weak. Cues are looking fairly strong. Volume's drying out here, guys, you can see. I want to see if it's going to squeeze a 7. I expect a lot of liquidity at $700 if it gets there. Q's testing the high of the initial 15-minute candle. A little bit chilly. Gonna see here, guys. We gotta see if it's gonna squeeze the 7. We're not gonna have FOMO on this. If it's not obvious for me, I'm not taking it. Lots of decent volume here on the 2-minute, 3-minute dying down. Squeezing the 7 here. Looks like it. Looks like it's gonna go for it. Watch the volume at 700. Let's see what this candle looks like if it hits 700. Testing R6. Alright, here you go. We're gonna squeeze a 7. Let's see it. Decent order at 700. Looks like it got filled. Orders are stacking up to the downside now. Alright, 5 contracts. I'm short now. I think it's gonna go down. Big share size. Looking for a pullback. We are so extended here. I expect a pullback. Lots of liquidity here at this 698 level. It's above 7 again. See if it's gonna squeeze me here. Might have jumped in a little early. Yeah, things getting some momentum to the upside. Three minutes bullish. Gosh, really hoping for a pullback here. Still climbing 2 minutes bullish. It's not good for me. I definitely ended a little bit early. Yeah, thing's strong. Okay. Not a huge loss. 0 for 2. 84. 184, 284. It's like 250 on that trade. It's not bad. We definitely reached ATR. So I have one more trade I can take. I have no problem giving this another shot. So jumped the gun there pretty early as soon as we hit 700. Decent liquidity candle, very small candle, but I think I jumped the gun there. I think we might be getting really near the top here. Price action seems to really be slowing down. Three minutes, pretty bullish with increasing volume. Should expect it to keep pushing up here. It reached ATR. Seems like volume's picking up to the downside. Three contracts here. I'm short again on it. So reduce the share size a little bit. There's a lot more orders to the downside now on level 2. See if we can get some momentum. Okay, lots of liquidity here. See if we can pull back. So this is a decent candle right here. 3-minute candles, volume's increasing. We have an engulfing candle of that high with good volume. So let's see if we can squeeze back down here. Pullbacks are healthy. Let's see if we can get a pullback. Thing ran up nicely. Looks like we're making a head and shoulders here. Really trying to hold this 700. There's decent orders down to 690. Ladder's not looking so bearish now, which doesn't help me. Beautiful R6 rejection on the 15 minute. Running up nice. Test it right there. I wish his volume was much more. That would really be nice. Qs are moving up. It's not good for me. SPY looks like it's trying to move up. Really, the only good thing for me here is we've reached average true range, give or take, which is essentially the last 14 days, how much it moves within a single day, which was $60. And it's moved $60 from the low to the high. So, doesn't mean it can't just keep going up. It can just stay sideways at 700. And buyers just keep holding it until the next leg up, and then it can just push away from there. But just have to wait and see here. Looks like it might want to squeeze. Decent orders. Not really much. 693 and 690 have some decent orders to the downside, but I'm looking for the move down. Just have to be patient with it. I think we're in a good position. We've moved up so much with good volume. Volume's really drying out down here. But I mean, if you're a buyer, where would you want to buy back in? Probably somewhere around here, I'd imagine. You don't want to lose R6. You lose R6, it seems like the leg down is to like 690. So I would expect some more buyers to step in right here if they're going to. Just my thoughts. see if we can squeeze down here, guys. Some sort of pullback. Just need a breakout candle, squeeze out this 696 level. Buying Qs. SPY's below VWAP right now. Qs is testing VWAP. This thing's taking its time. And buyers definitely don't want to lose this R6 level. Volume's very low at this R6 level as well. Looks like it might squeeze here. There's definitely some volume coming in on SPY and Qs. It really does not want to lose this 695. If it can lose 695, I believe it'll come back to 685. Pretty much R5 here. If it can, we'll close our position. So I have to get ready. It'd be nice to hold it longer, but it's what we're looking for right now. I gotta do it this time, right? I can't sit there and say we're getting to R5 and not put the money in my pocket like I did on AMD. Okay, it's testing 695 here. See if it's gonna hold that or lose it. It's a pretty significant area of support right up here for this range. All right, we squeezing back up here. Let's get this over with. Either go up or don't. Definitely didn't want to lose that 695, so. Somebody's trying to liquidate their position. That got failed on the bid. Still just in this range here, man. This thing has been going sideways for forever. Been in this position like, what, a half hour now? Somewhere in here. 20 minutes. We just need to lose this 695, man. Lose 695. I think we'll be looking pretty good. just need a seller here. Everybody just keeps buying in this range. Buying the low of it, selling the high of it. It's testing it now. 695. Don't want to lose it, man. The longer this goes sideways, the worse off it is for me. Because it's definitely not considered overbought, right? Like, look here, RSI. We've been just grinding our way up. Still not. It's not considered overbought. So with it going sideways, the longer it can go sideways, as long as it doesn't go down, it can make another leg up. Because people don't think, okay, this is worth too much money. We're almost near the high of it, and it's not considered overbought. But back here, it was considered highly overbought. So by the time this price over here gets up to this level, this line isn't going to be all the way up here, more than likely. It's going to be maybe around 70, 61. So yeah, this doesn't look good for me. See, it's not looking good as of right now. Keys are testing R4 here. Decent volume there, waking the shorts out. There's lots of shorts that were in this area. See, it came out, squeezed them. Let's see if price is going to squeeze up here, squeeze me out as well, or if we're going to pull back. Three-minute candle here. Squeezing out all these shorts. There's lots of shorts that had their stops in this area. Let's see what it's going to do. See if it's going to push up here. buying cues look rather bullish. The odds aren't in my favor anymore. They were, but now they're not. I was hoping for a bigger pullback. Consolidating in this sideways range does not help me at all. Back up to 700. See, I think my entry point was somewhere around where the price currently is. Yet, if you look over here to the left on this chart, time is your enemy on options. Technically, we'd be around break even right now, but we're very much down on the trade. So downside to options is time is your enemy. Need this to hurry up, man. Need to get ready. So the downside to my strategy is I have to wait. Seems like whenever I do win, it's always 15 minutes after the open, give or take. Ideally, I only want to trade for an hour. We're an hour and almost an hour and a half in right now. Anytime after an hour, prepping for the morning, getting food ready for everybody and stuff is a rush. I feel like I'm on the next level chef or something. Okay, the big order just popped up on the level 2 at 703. 702 and 703, which is above here, right above this candle. So we'll see if price is gonna squeeze up to there. Those orders just came out of nowhere. 705 has a decent order. Prices tend to gravitate towards these big liquidity orders waiting to get filled, so wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't make its way up here relatively soon. Qs have broken their way out of the 15-minute range. $30 holding really strong. Pushed up. We haven't moved down at all. So the pullback is just, I don't know, it's hard to see this pulling back now. Doesn't want to move at all. It's made such a nice leg up, and the trend is your friend, so to see this make a pullback soon is hard to believe now. So 2 minutes until the 15 and 30-minute close. It'd be really nice to see this 15-minute candle close below this 695 level. Only thing is there's no volume. Volume is so low. Qs are looking good. Trying to bust out of R4, get away from R4. SPY's moving up, testing, or it's above the opening 15-minute candle, so. Big orders to the upside on SNBK as well, so the odds are definitely not in my favor. I just been stuck in this sideways chop for forever now. Wouldn't be surprised if it squeezes below this level, the 694, and then just reclaims it. Kind of like this candle. So it'll squeeze down, get out all these longs, and then make its move up. I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. Still have those bigger orders to the upside. Be crazy, stays in this sideways range so long that it gets down to the 30 level on the RSI. It's considered oversold, but it stays up here, then the buyers will definitely step in. Looks like they're going to now, man. I might as well just close this position. It's not at my stop, but like I said, I don't have the time now. Time's ticking, man. There's no orders to the downside. The ladder's very bullish. I think it's best to get out now while I can. Yeah, it just doesn't seem good. Alright, all that. So, down 500 on the day. Okay. So, just journaling here. So we lost, I think, like 180 on that. Let's see, where were we at? We got in at 390, 330, 3 contracts, yeah, 180. Alright, so down 5 on the day. Yeah, the odds just aren't in my favor with this trade, so. Alright, now it's time to iron Next Level Chef. Is that what it's called? It's a pretty good show. Now it's time to cook with precision and speed. And yeah, we'll be back at it again tomorrow, guys. See if we can do something tomorrow with the market.